Hey, hey, good afternoon, guys. All right, put my glasses over here to the side. Jeff Hansen here, and we are here, of course, for the live. I'm gonna have to turn my computer down because I can hear echo. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I gotta tell the computer. I monitor, of course, I monitor it, so I have to make sure everything is correct. So if I look over there, I'm kind of looking over to see how things is flowing and do they look correct and everything like that. But it looks pretty good. For those that's new, this is TBYE, the best you ever. And my name is Jeff Hansen, AKA the Silver Fox. And I'm here just to share with you. This is a live show, guys. So if you have any comments or questions or anything like that during the show, please put them in the comments. Now, in StreamYard, this is the app that I'm using. You just allow StreamYard to show your name so that when you make the comments, I give you a little shout out and I'll know who I'm questioning or who I'm answering. Okay? This show, the format just changed. So now we have the show is going on 7 days a week. Wow, 7 days. Now, one of two of those days are going to be pre-recorded based upon, the response and things like that. But will be 7 days. So if you miss one, come back and just keep looking and you will probably see it, put it on again, okay? We had that a couple of times with the vision boards. A lot of people really enjoyed the vision boards, so we did that one more than once, okay? I think we did about 3 times, okay? All right, tonight's show is gonna be amazing, okay? Because I'm gonna give you the ultimate success formula to accomplish any goals you want to accomplish, okay? Any goals that you set for yourself, okay? So it's the ultimate formula for success to empower you or to help you accomplish any goal that you set for yourself, okay? It's basically 4 steps, and it's basically 4 understandings, basically. Once you understand, the different things you do, and the key to this whole thing is, and I did another video on this, is to be consistent with it. And I'm gonna tell you something. Some people will never do this, but I'm gonna guarantee you success in this. It is a guaranteed system. It will not fail if you don't fail. If you give yourself 100%, I'm telling you, every single goal that you desire, every single goal that you accomplish, every single dream, aspiration, or whatever, if you apply these principles, this formula, this is guaranteed success. And I know I had another video that I did that called the success system that never fails. And it's true, and it was inspiration for action, inspiration to action, technical knowledge and know-how. Okay, but this goes along with that because it bases all of it in the idea that, one, I'm gonna give you an overview of it really quick and then I'm gonna explain each step. Step 1, you have to know your outcome. You have to know where your finish line is. You have to know what exactly you want, what you want to accomplish. When you know exactly where you're going and exactly what you want, there's an old saying that says, with clarity comes power. And it's 100% true. Now, I actually forgot something, which is crazy, right? I actually forgot to put the mic on. Now, I'm pulling at this. I don't know where I put this, but it's hanging. So now, I hope you guys can hear me. If you guys could not hear me, please, 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 put it in the comments. Oh, I got the mic on now. All right. This should sound much, much, much better. Okay. All right. So, well, I know you could hear me because I was hearing it on the monitor. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna give you an overview of all the steps. The first step, of course, I touched on already, which was called clarity. Okay. You have to be clear on what you want. You have to be clear on it. If you want a certain amount of money, you cannot say, I just want some money. I want a little more money than I make more now. Or I want a little bit less money than I make now. Or I want more time than I have now. No, you have to be exact. I want 4 more hours a day to use for my personal development. I want $100,000 more than I'm making right now. I want $500,000 of more than I'm making right now. You have to be exact. You have to know your outcome. That's one. Step 2 is the step that a lot of times I've had people come at me like, no, it's not just this mental or this formula or is this. You got to do something. You got to do something. Okay, you're right. But if you don't know where you're going, you're running around in circles. You got a lot of action, but you're not going to accomplish anything because you have nothing set. Just sail around like Arnold Schwarzenegger said. You get on your boat and you ready to go. You don't know no destination, but you ready to go. So you get in a boat, what you're going to do? Just sail around in circles because you have no destination. You have no clarity of where you want to go. You have no clarity of what you want to do. You have no clarity of what you're trying to accomplish. I'm going to do a video on goal setting. You have to set that goal. You have to know that income. You have to know where you're going so you can actually give it to your subconscious mind. So you can give it to yourself to do. And when you know exactly where you're going, you'll know the next step, which is the action. Just start moving toward it. Now, I'm going to give an example of this. Let's say I want to be a football player. Well, what could be an action step for me? An action step for me could be to go buy football. An action step for me could be, let me look at some videos on football. An action step for me could be, I'm going to go to the schoolyard where they're playing football. I'm going to watch videos on how football players train. All of these things could be action steps for me. Okay? Let's say your action step is to make more money. Okay, an action step could be, okay, the people that's making more money in my field, let me find out what they're saying on YouTube. Let me Google some of them and find out what their practices are. Let me find out what schools they go to or how do they study. Because when you start doing those things, those are action steps, step by step by step. And then, which is the third step, first one is what? Clarity. Know your outcome. Step 2 is action. Definitely. Consistent, persistent, and I mean massive action. Do as much as you can. Step 3, you have to be flexible. You have to say, no, not say, oh, I'm doing this and this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just keep doing this, no. You have to observe your results. You have to look at your results and say, is these results going in the direction I want to go? Is this getting me closer to my goal? What could I do better? What should I stop doing? Like if I'm training and my goal is to run a marathon and I'm training, and then I'm noticing that every night I come home, my knees are hurting, my joints is hurting and everything like that. And I'm noticing the pain is getting worse and worse and worse. Well, is that getting me closer to my goals or farther away? It's getting me far away because that's my body. See, when you train, you got to listen to your body. That's my body telling me something's wrong, brother. Maybe you need to wrap your knees and maybe you need to wrap your ankles. Maybe you need to go to the doctor and get a checkup and see if your legs are okay to run this marathon. You have to make sure that you're watching your results. Look at your output and say, is this getting me closer to my goal? Is this taking me where I want to go? Say I want to save money. So I save money and then I see something I want to invest in. I spend the money to invest it in something so that I can make more money. Well, after a month, I look at my savings and my savings is still $10. Well, I started at 10 and it's still 10. Well, that's not getting me close to my goal. So I might have to change that. No, I'm not going to invest until I get to a certain amount. I'm not going to invest until I get to $1,000. And then if I want to invest 100, then I'm going to invest 100. But I need to start building up my savings. You have to be adjusted. You have to be flexible. You have to adjust as you go. Do you know that airplanes, when they take off from the mainland or they take off from the airport, let's say from New York to go to California, let's say they want to go to San Diego. Well, it's not a straight line for them. When they take off, they're making adjustments. as they go. Adjustment, adjust, 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 and they eventually hit San Diego. One, because when they took off, guess what? One, they knew where they wanted to go. Two, what's number two? Number two is they took a massive action. They got the plane off the ground, got it in the air, going in the direction of California, which is west. From me, I'm on the East Coast, right? And then what did they do? They adjusted in the air until they got to San Diego. And what is step number 4? What do you think step number 4 is? Rinse and repeat, baby. Do it again, and then again, and then again. Remember, every day you want to get what? Every day you want to get 1% better. That's the goal. Every day you want to get 1% better. You want to get 1% better in your clarity of where you're going, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better, 1% better in the actions you take, 1% better in your reflection or your analyzing what you're doing, and 1% better in your adjustments. And you wash and repeat, and you wash and repeat, and you wash, rinse, and repeat. Wash, rinse, and repeat. That is the ultimate success formula. It will help you get to, I don't care what your goals are. I don't care what you're trying to accomplish. I don't care where you're trying to go. I will guarantee you, if you apply those 4 steps over and over and over again, you will accomplish any goal you set for yourself. But see, what we do, let me tell you what I used to do, is I'll do it for a while. And if I didn't see nothing, I quit. Do something different. So I never got to the place that I was good enough. But you know what I always say? I said in another video, you have to be willing to do something bad before you can do it good. That doesn't happen overnight. You have to do something bad before you can do it good. You don't do it good when you walk in the door. Think about your job. You thought you did your job good when you first started, but now 2 years down the road, you're flowing like in a way that you've never conceived before. Why? Because you got better. Do you know they say to be great, expert at podcasting, 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours, you will be an expert. They say 5 years working in any field, you're considered an expert and you can demand expert pay. I'm telling you right now, you can work out all you want. But if you don't do it consistently, you're never going to get good enough to see the results that you want. You won't get good enough. You won't get good enough. You have to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. And every day, what you should be doing, analyzing what results am I getting? My muscles getting bigger? Is my cardio getting better? How do I look? Yeah, I'm getting sore, but my chest is getting bigger, so I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna do it even better and better. Analyze that output. Keep it going. Because when you do that, what you're doing is you're improving yourself 1% every day. And if you improve yourself 1% every day over a year, it's not 365 times better. Let me tell you what happens. It's compounding. It starts to compound. Remember the analogy? What would you rather, $500,000 cash or 1 penny multiplied, doubled every day for 30 days? Right? Okay. The people that said 1 penny multiplied over 30 days, guess what? They actually is going to have like about a couple of $1 million. The guy that took $500,000, he just got $500,000. I mean, we can go through the figures. First day is a penny. Second day is 2 pennies. Third day is 4 pennies. 5 days, 8 pennies. Then 16 pennies. Then 32 pennies. And so on and so on and so forth. It gets up into the millions. That's how compounding interest works. And I'm telling you, there's a thing called compounding effort. And the more effort you put, the more momentum you're going to get. The more effort you put, the more consistent you're going to get. The more disciplined you're going to get. The more technically sound you're going to get. I save money now better than I did back in the day because now I'm consistent with it. So we've been going
I don't even know how long, but we've been going maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. But I will say this, whatever amount of time it is, what I'm going to do now is open up for questions. If you have any questions on clarity or knowing your outcome, just ask the question. I'm guaranteed to answer. I can answer it now live if you ask it now, or when you watch the video, I will answer it and give you a satisfactory answer. If I can't, I will go study and find an answer for you. Okay. Now, I want to say, let me throw out some questions since I haven't gotten none. One, how do you know? How do you know your outcome? Well, whatever goal you set for yourself, that's what your outcome is. Whatever goal you set for yourself, that is your outcome. And you have to know your outcome before you start. That's very important. Know your outcome before you start. 2, you got to get into massive action. And by massive, I don't mean you got to do something big that you ain't ready to do. No. Skydiving. Before I skydived, which was the big action, which was the outcome, guess what? I watched skydiving videos for a while. I watched the good, the bad, and the indifferent. Yeah. And so I started in that direction. I started building my desire in that arena. I started saying, I'm a skydiver, I'm a skydiver, I'm a skydiver, I'm a sky, and I hadn't skydived yet. Same thing with marathoning. When I first started marathoning, I was telling people, yeah, I'm a marathoner. I was reading a book called Run. I was watching marathons, and I learned a lot about it. I became a marathoner long before I ran a marathon. So you have to know your outcome. That's how you set up your outcome. How you get into massive action? Just start walking in that direction. Little steps. First step to starting to work out to get in the best shape of your life. Oh, I'm going to buy my sneakers to go to the gym. That may be your first step. But I would just say, start watching some workout videos. Start programming your mind, your subconscious mind. Okay, 3rd, analyze the action. The results of the action that you're taking, analyze it. And be flexible enough to adjust accordingly. If you see something you're doing that's not getting you closer to your goal, adjust it. Give it time to see the effect, but adjust it. Oh, okay, I need to turn a little bit that way. Or I need to turn a little bit this way. Or I need to do the push-ups. I need to go a little bit deeper. Fully extend my arms. Keep my chest stuck out while I'm doing it. I need to do jumping jacks so that I'm not leaning toward my weak leg so I can stay on both legs. However, and then 3rd, make that adjustment, right? Make the adjustment. Adjust based upon the output. And then rinse and repeat. You do that for 30 days, 30 straight days. I don't care what the goal is. I don't care what the accomplishment is. You'll be shocked at where you are in 30 days. I promise you. I guarantee it. I tell you what, I'm going to lay down the challenge right now. Anyone, I'm developing a program called the Best You Ever Uncomfortability Program. And the price is going to be $97. $97. Okay? Anyone that does this for 30 days and can come back to me and say their goal, they were not closer to their goal, they were not closer to what they want to accomplish, I will give you one of my programs for free. I want you to comment and say, I'm in. When you watch this video, I'm in. And I'm telling you, I'm going to ask you, write it down, because I'm going to ask you what happened on day 16, what happened on day 28, okay? But I'll send you a free copy of the beta testing of my uncomfortability program, okay? So that's it. This is TBYE, Jeff Hansen, AKA the Silver Fox. And this is where we share tips and strategies with you so that you can become the best you ever, because we know that the best you ever will create your best life ever. God bless you, and may heaven smile upon you. God bless. Let me see. Bum, 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 bum.